Recently, we got the Desire 825 for review. It's a 5.5-inch smartphone. It looks pretty nice, very attractive design with all those colors, and it looks like it's painted. It's definitely not painted, but okay. It's pretty thin. It looks attractive. So if you were checking out this device, definitely check our review to see is it worth buying. Desire 825. So the first thing you'll notice on this device is its design. It is very attractive, very well designed, and I think that a lot of you will buy Desire 825 because of its design. It's got a nice matte finish on the plastic cover, and it feels tight. It doesn't feel plastic in your hand. It's a quite big 5.5-inch display. It's got thin edges around, so it's not a bulky device. So the design is great, the build quality is okay, it's good, and the ergonomics is finally great. It has virtual keys divided from the screen. They're not part of the screen anymore, which is very important to be able to control your device easily and to operate all the functions, because it's a bigger device, so you'll need those keys divided. Also, the back key for unlock, it's not shallow, it's bumped up enough, it's precise for touch. Also, the volume keys are okay, they could have been bumped up a little bit more, but they're fine. And the ergonomics is finally pretty good. It doesn't have thinned out edges, but it's pretty thin in the profile. Although in pocket, when you'll be walking, you'll feel it in your pocket, so maybe you should put it in a jacket or in some purse. The screen is covered with Gorilla Glass. It's a nice display, 5.5-inch Super LCD. It's got 267 ppi pixel density, which is not awesome these days. It's an HD resolution, pretty low resolution for this big screen, but you cannot see the pixels on the display. It looks good. It lacks sharpness and rich colors. Samsung AMOLED and Lenovo screens are better than this one, but this screen is good enough, and if you're not an advanced user, you'll be satisfied with this display. This is a 5.5-inch display with HD resolution, and it's on maximum 100% brightness right now, but as you see on direct sunlight, it's not very visible. It's pretty dark. It's below mid-range quality that you can get on smartphones these days on direct sunlight. So you'll have to use some shade to be able to use the screen. Virtual keyboard was good for me, although it lacks number keys on top. I don't know if you can add those keys on top. I don't think so. You have the command point on the first screen, and the keys are divided enough, and it's precise for fast typing, even for my bigger fingers. You get the newest Android 0.6 Marshmallow on this Desire 825. It looks a bit different with HTC update. The Sense UI is now pretty easy to use. The menu is vertical, as on all HTC devices. You can change the order of the apps. The icons look nice. This upper dashboard, you have to pull it twice, like on LG and on Lenovo. I prefer the Samsung, where you just pull it out from one pull. But those keys, fast settings and everything are pretty big, so it's easy to handle all the options. If you're asking how fast does it perform, I can tell you that in the past 10 days while I was using Desire 825, it didn't get block whatsoever. It worked fluid, all the applications and everything. It isn't especially a fast device. There are faster devices in this price range with stronger chipset, but it's just good enough. It didn't block. It starts up games in an okay. You have to wait a little bit, but it's okay, and everything works fine. But for that, for the Antutu benchmark for gaming and everything, to see how fast it is, check my special video. It has a rear 13 megapixel camera, and both front and back camera are average. They're good enough. They're not particularly good. There are better cameras in this price range. For instance, on Lenovo X3 Lite or K4 Note in the States, I think. And there are other better performing cameras in these devices, but cameras are okay. They're good for Instagram. They're good for daylight shooting, and you'll be satisfied. But to see the camera samples, check my special video, camera review for Desire A25. And the third video I have is the sound quality check. It has Dolby audio boom sound speakers. It's a really immersive sound. It sounds very good. To check how loud it is and how good it is, check our special third video, sound quality for Desire A25. So after 10 days of using it, I have to tell you that all of my friends ask me, wow, what's that device you have? It really looks very attractive. It's colorful, it's got these orange parts or red parts. I don't know, it's a nice color. It looks painted on the back. It's got a huge camera aperture, although it's not a big lens, it's not a bigger lens, it's actually a very average camera, and everything on this device is, I'd say, average, or maybe average is not the good word. It's good enough. It works good enough. The screen is good enough. It's not the best screen in this price range. There are better displays, but it looks good on direct sunlight outdoors. It's visible enough and it's usable. It doesn't heat up. Everything in this device is good enough. You will find a better performer from this one, but if you're into design, you won't make a mistake with buying Desire A25. I have to tell you that I liked it. It's a good device. But for more, check the review on Gadget Compare to see even more details, camera samples and stuff like that. And thank you guys for watching. See you in some other video.